Hey everyone from North London to Wembley here, and I've just watched Tottenham 1, Wolves 1. João Palhinha, you absolute legend. That late goal saved us from a brutal home defeat. But let's be honest, this draw feels like a loss. I've got a lot to say, so let's break it all down. Wolves came into the game with 5 straight defeats, bottom of the table. Vítor Pereira ripped up his usual 3-4-2-1 and went with a back four, and it worked. They were compact, disciplined and dangerous on the counter. Santiago Bueno gave them the lead in the 54th minute after Vicario failed to deal with a corner. Spurs looked flat, and it wasn't until the 94th minute that João Palhinha curled in a beauty from the edge of the box. That's his 3rd goal since joining on loan from Bayern Munich. We started well. Kudus had a header brilliantly tipped onto the bar by Sam Johnston. Bergvall looked sharp and Kudus even had the ball in the net, but it was ruled offside. Wolves were limited to long shots, but they defended like warriors. Doherty hit the bar from a corner flick on just before half-time. It was 0-0 at the break, but you could feel the tension building. Second half, we lost control. Bueno's goal came from a corner. Vicario palmed it out and Bueno pounced. After that, Wolves grew in confidence. They switched to a back 5 and shut us down. Frank made changes, Johnson, Tell, Odobert, but we were limited to long shots. Romero and Palhinha both fired over from 25 yards. It felt like Wolves were going to see it out easily. And then, magic. João Palhinha, the ball drops to him at the edge of the box. He takes a touch and bends it into the far corner. Johnston had no chance. Palhinha said after the game, "I'm not happy at all. That's a game we need to win, especially at home. This result is a mandatory." You can feel the frustration, and I agree with him. Here's how I rated the players. Vicario, 6, could have done better on the goal. Spence, 6, decent but not dangerous. Romero and Van de Ven, 7, solid but not dominant. Udogie, 7, energetic, good overlaps. Palhinha, 8, man of the moment. Bentancur, 5, anonymous. Bergvall, 6, some flair but faded. Kudus, 7, lively, unlucky not to score. Richarlison, 6, worked hard, no end product. Subs like Johnson, Tell and Odobert added urgency, but not enough to change the game. Thomas Frank said we played a good first half but lost structure after the goal. I agree, we rushed things, didn't keep shape, and Wolves took advantage. Pereira said Wolves were the best team in the second half and deserved all 3 points. Honestly, he's not wrong. They were organised, confident and nearly pulled off a huge upset. As a Spurs fan, this hurts. We could have gone second in the table after Liverpool and Chelsea both lost earlier in the day. Instead, we've now won just 3 of our last 17 home games in the league. That is shocking. Palhinha's goal was a moment of brilliance, but it was papered over a poor performance. We need to be better, especially at home. That's it from me. João Palhinha saved us, but this draw feels like a defeat. Let me know in the comments who was your man of the match. Should Frank be doing more with this squad? Hit that like button, subscribe for more Spurs content, and I'll see you in the next one. Come on, you Spurs.